Yo, Dragon Ball FighterZ got a quick hotfix patch 1.41 that fixes the bug, so let's talk about it. So the first change, A and B assist had a 2-second cooldown, but now it has like a 4 to 5 second-ish. So still a bit faster than what it was before, but not broken to where you can just continue to spam these. So you actually have to be more responsible in neutral, and more importantly, that means that we no longer have to worry about these spark combos like this one where you regain the assist after your special cancels. I know Bardock had a really good one, and most of the cats could pretty much do a lot of really good ones like this, even in pressure, to regain it back so you can like loop 50-50s without even you having spark. So this is great that it's gone, because this was just ugly and terrible, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Honestly, I'm a bit surprised that they didn't just change it in sparking combos to make it revert back to normal, and then in neutral keep it at like 3 seconds, but I guess they realized it was too OP to have assist come back that quick. So y'all remember UI Goku's J22S loops that he could just repeat while being in sparking? I think it's because they added this new move and they didn't really give it the specials property where you can't repeat it in a string. So now if you do it in a combo, you can only do it once per string. You can't loop into it, and that's how sparking combos are supposed to be. You can only special cancel the same special once. It's not all useless though, it's still just another special that can be special canceled. So here I change up the older route with this newer route, linking it into other specials using the backwards beam. And then this still leads to a more expensive TOD. I didn't optimize this, but just showing you that there are other ways to combo his J22S. And I was not a big fan of the spamming infinite vibe, so this is way better. Besides that, UI Goku is still the same character, having the same combos revolving around 6H, the same optimals. I think this one is one of his optimals, but adding 6S here does less damage, I'm pretty sure. It just looks nice for the sauce, so I had to include it. And he still has the same really strong Oki, so still the same character, nothing changed beside that weird glitch thing. So yeah, you love to see it. Next up we got Teen Gohan, and he just got 2 changes. So for his DP Super Dragon Flight, the light version now scales more. This isn't anything crazy, and I think it also reduces his hits on decay, but it's still a good TOD starter, and he can still get his bomb loops and all that. This combo is not even something crazy or optimal, it's just something that I like to do as a non-Teen Gohan player. I'm sure the Teen Gohan players are like furious at me right now, but he can still TOD off these. So as a combo starter it's okay, but to be used in the middle of the combo it scales too hard as 2 hits, and I think its primary purpose was to be used as a combo starter anyways. But what is better now is that his EX214H DP is now -12 on block, making it punishable instead of being safe like how it was before. Like, I can understand trying to give characters more like safe reversals like Beerus's grab that you can't really punish, but Gohan's was just too much. Goku Black's EX dive kick is now different now. When the smash effect doesn't hit, it has less hit stun, so you can't loop it, which is kind of nice, but it does kill some of his routes. So off the smash version, he still gets the same combos as before with this rejump or land jam 5M, including landing into his dash to him into any of his beam loops that you want that we covered in his optimals combo guide. He still has his old 2H optimal in the corner high up against the wall, which was in my Goku Black optimal combos guide, which I'm surprised about because I thought this is what they would change, but you can get 6k off the 2H as a reminder. What he did lose though was 2H close to the Kona. You can't land his low lariat in anymore, which sucks. And you also can't land his IED JM for extensions, which also sucks. Besides those 2 changes, all of his other routes are the same, and you can still extend with assist after his medium dive kick. Now hits weird infinite with his instant blow is finally fixed, so they reduced the time freeze, the new time stop mechanic that they gave hit. They reduced it so you can't just spam this for an easy TOD, which was very dumb. As you can see in version 1.41, you can't loop these anymore. Thank God. He's still the buffed up hit with increased damage output, he just doesn't have the cheese from before. All he really needed was his corner auto combo loops back to increase his damage output in the corner, and on top of everything new that we'll find with hit, he's doing just fine with his damage output. He's just finally playing the game properly now, like a normal character, not with these bugs that made him seem so weird, oh my god. But yeah, hit is super strong, and I can't wait to cover him on the channel soon. A character that I did cover on the channel is Zamasu. So his wall of light changed in 1.40, where holding down after the wall of light gives it the old timing, before 1.37. Holding up gives it an extended timing so you can add more normals in for your combos as it staggers. And holding nothing gives it the usual 1.38 timing that was in my last combo video. This means that all of the combos and mutos from my last Zamasu combos guide is still valid. Mutos being where he can do wall of light into a smash and then it detonates, but is medium enough for him to get another wall of light and then continue the combo into flight medium to get blaze of judgment and all that good stuff. And they made the timings for these mutos that were really hard before a lot easier now, including his solo mutos and just all the combos that were in that combo guide. Everything is just back now. Everything is just valid on top of just being easier and everything that he had before on top of new things that we're going to discover with him. An example of the new things that he got is with his medium auto combo. If you delay your dash out, it becomes like a forward dash where you dash back in and then you can connect a 5M in where you can connect 236S or 2H or more importantly 5H, delay 5H medium enough to get into auto combo in which you can get into some rejumps and mutos with his EX wall of light. So yeah, Zamasu has a lot. Might need another guide for him, huh? And I guess it's because the game has been emphasizing the use of medium auto combos more and more. They want more characters to use these. I personally think it started with Blue Vegeta's medium auto combo because of how his Big Bang was like a different property where he could do the double Big Bangs. And they were like, yo, this is kind of sick. Let's give everyone a use for their medium auto combos. A couple more minor bug changes is that before Videl's 2-2H on the ground would just whiff when they're in the corner, it wouldn't steal the corner at all. But now they changed it so that it always steals the corner, adding on to her pressure being just a nice buff. Whereas before she could only steal the corner after her IDs with the heavy version. And as a reminder, even on block, this leads to a 50-50 with the air dash high, or would just land low, and that's if they block it anyways. Crazy pressure. Two more fixes. SSj Vegeta, his DP, late DP on the ground, has more scaling than in the air. So as you can see, that did 2660, and in the air, it does 2880. I guess that's just to limit his damage output from his super strong zoning from the ground, because he also has like 2H, right? Trying to keep it just for in the air where, you know, you can get the really good TODs. But like Team Gohan, it still does a lot of damage. Although in the air, that level 3 does almost 500 more damage because of the scaling. For Yamcha, I don't know, I didn't even know this was a bug, but they gave his light ender on his Wolf Fang some ground bounce. Or at least they say adjusted knockback, but it looks like they added the ground bounce. I'm not sure if he had something like this before, but you can't really combo from this ender. But I guess this can be used to extend with assist. I'm not sure if he had this before, and I don't know how useful this is. But yeah, that about summarizes the 1.41 hotfix patch to fully implement the new Dragon Ball FighterZ era. Have fun labbing. There's going to be a lot more Dragon Ball FighterZ content on the channel, so stay tuned for more. And happy Halloween. Let me know what costumes you're rocking and how you feel about Dragon Ball FighterZ currently. See y'all next time, man. Peace.